I'm going to show you how to replace a rim or tire on a John Deere tractor lawnmower, snowblower. If you find this content helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So here we have our John Deere tractor. It has a 9.5 by 12 inch rim and it's jacked up off the ground right now. So you can see when you spin it how wobbly it is. And it could be a bent axle, but in this case, it is a bent rim. You can see how bad it is. So first thing we need to do is take the wheel cover off. Just this little piece of plastic comes right off. Next is a little clip that you can get off with a screwdriver and be careful not to lose it. It's a little pinch pin, so make sure you grab all those pieces, put them to the side. With all the washers removed, you can now wiggle the rim loose until it comes off. When it comes off, you'll see a keyway is still in the rim. Just be sure not to lose that. Here we have the new rim, and we got to get this old one off. And on this old one, I can show you where it's cracked, right where it attaches to the axle. You can see there's a hairline crack right there, and that's where it's bent. And eventually this would break. Luckily, it didn't do that. It's just, kind of bent right now. So the first thing we need to do is release all the air out of the tire that we can by removing the valve stem or just pushing it like I'm doing. So with most of the air out, you can then get a screwdriver in there and break the bead where the rim touches the tire. Be careful not to damage the tire when you're doing this. Since this rim is broken, pry against that rim as much as you can. Once you break the bead, you can push it down, and now all the air will definitely be out, as you can see. So now we just need to pop this rim through, and we're going to do that by using 3 screwdrivers, 3 long, strong screwdrivers. And I'll show you how to do it here. You just get one in at first to pry the tire over, and then use the other 2 as kind of holding points while you use the longest one to pry it out. It was a pretty easy process. You just got to work your way around slowly, being careful not to damage the tire. And this longest screwdriver is the one that I used to make the most movement, and the other 2 just kind of were placeholders. So we got the rim out. Now we can get that valve stem out. You just keep pulling it through. And I lubed it up with some WD-40, and I very gently, with the channel locks, squeezed it very gently and then gently pulled it through until it just came through. So we're going to transfer this over to the new rim because I forgot to order a replacement valve stem. Otherwise, you should just replace this. So to install a new valve stem like this, you just gently get your channel locks again and pull it through just like I did to remove it, but don't pull it that hard so you don't pull it all the way through, as I'll show you. So just very gently pull it in until it's in there perfect and it's locked in there. Okay, so now we can put the tire on the new rim. The first thing you need to do is set it on the tire just like this. You put it in the same way you got it out. We got to pry it in the same fashion that we got it out. So you can see I got to get one screwdriver in there. Then I can work on getting the other screwdriver in there. And I'm doing this by getting more tire over that lip of the rim until it finally just kind of falls through. So you just kind of got to work at it. It took maybe a couple minutes, 5 minutes to get this on and off. It's hard to do with the camera and all the screwdrivers, but you can see I got that first part in. I got the first lip in. Now we can get the second lip in. So I lubed it up with a little WD-40 just to make the rubber a little more, movable. And you can see you got it like this. Got that by hand. Now we just need to pry it over that lip of the rim. And it'll pretty much be seated. So as you can see, I got it on there. That second part was a lot easier. You just need to kind of manipulate it with your hands and then fill it up with air so that bead seats. And like I said, you might have to squeeze the tire a little bit to make sure you get a nice little seal, and then the air will finally fully seal it up. So you want to fill up the tire until it doesn't leak anymore. Just enough air to hold it on the rim. And then I spray it with the soapy water to make sure there are no leaks around the rim. And there's not. So we filled this one up.